In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the services we performed on this G37X, I believe. It was an engine cleaning and engine polishing. We're going to coat some of the painted surfaces in the engine bay. We did a full interior cleaning that had some pet hair removal with it. And we also did a two-step correction and applied a ceramic coating to the paint. So I'll let you know the process, the pricing, how long we took, and I'll just give you my overall thoughts on how we completed this vehicle. Now for us, we typically start with the inside and work our way out. So on this one, we started with the interior cleaning. Now because there's 3 people working on it, 2 people started on the interior and then Lex immediately went to the engine bay. So in the first 2 hours, we were able to complete the full interior cleaning with pet hair removal and the engine cleaning and polishing. Anytime you have leather seats over cloth seats, it's just going to be an easier time. So if there were smudges across the interior, like the leather itself was dirty, that got handled with the interior Ninja scrub pads. I made a video not too long ago. We use that. We use the various brushes from Detail Factory, from Work Stuff. I'll have all the links down below. Don't worry about the names. Just check the description box down below for all the links. We used a steamer on the center console for a little bit. It wasn't a heavy use here because it wasn't that bad. The door panels cleaned down easily. The plastic pieces cleaned down easily. The biggest part was probably the pet hair. We used a Vortex gun, cleaning gun. I made a video on that as well. We used a Vortex cleaning gun and vacuumed it up. That was the majority of the part, in combination with the drill brush and that red cone attachment. Again, I have a video on that as well. But the biggest time consumer, or where we had to put our most attention, was actually on the headliner. Now the engine bay itself wasn't dirty. We didn't have to use a pressure washer. We lightly used the garden hose to rinse things down, but we didn't use that much water because it wasn't necessary. We used the 2-inch polisher. It's a battery powered. I'll link it down below. But this one helped out a lot. We could have used the 3-inch. It would have just been a bit more cumbersome. We wouldn't have been able to reach all these tight areas. So it did help that we had this sized polisher. Now on the chrome pieces, super easy. A towel and flitz polish, or whatever, flitz, whatever it's called. A towel and an aluminum polish. That's all you have to do. Just make sure you get all the areas. That's pretty straightforward. Now back to the polish though, it did help to have a 1-inch and 2-inch pads. Getting that detailed and that, you know, narrow to the surfaces of the engine bay helped out a lot, and it's not that expensive. So if you are doing more paint correction, it does help. So like on the bumper, on a lot of the tight areas that we worked around the vehicle, it came in handy to pull out the 1-inch, 2-inch pads that a 3-inch would just have a little bit more trouble getting in those intricate areas. Now as far as the prep for the correction, it's your typical type of prep. You're going to wash, clean the wheels, tires, fenders, wash the vehicle, clay the vehicle, apply iron remover, rinse it down, use a wax grease remover to prep the paint, and you need to go into correction. The first day we completed the interior cleaning, the engine cleaning and polishing, and we just wanted to get done with the prep. So we weren't worried about compounding anything or doing anything other than let's just get down with the prep. So everything was everything to the point of taping we completed the first day. Now in terms of the correction, I actually wasn't here for the second day, so they knocked out the correction all in one day. And the goal for the second day was just to get the correction out of the way. It's not like, hey, if you could do the polishing, that'd be great. But the main goal, we went in there saying, hey, let's just finish the correction. And now on the third day, our main focus is to obviously wrap everything up. So the polishing now, it's around 2.5 hours, and they're finishing up the polishing the door jambs, and then we're done with the polishing. They're gonna wipe it down, wipe all the dust down, prep the paint again with the wax grease remover, and then apply the ceramic coating. So it will probably be done here in total maybe like 4 hours, like 5-ish hours, 6-ish hours. So it did take around this would be considered 3 days, because it's not like we'll have a car afterwards. Now I went on live about this not too long ago, actually this morning, but this video is being posted, you know, however many days afterwards. But I went live and I'm saying, hey, I'm not too concerned about how long we're taking on the corrections right now. You know, it's a thing that we're gonna keep on working on, tweaking the system, implementing new ways that we tackle the correction. And you know, if we started off taking, I'm making up numbers here, 10 hours to complete the job, then you know, over time I want to say, okay, how can we cut down an hour? How do we get to 9 hours? Okay, now how do we get to 8.5 hours? So that's what we're currently doing. I'm not happy with the time that we're taking, but I'm not, it's not like we're in a rush. I'm not saying, hey, let's go. I want to say, like, hey, what systems are we running? Where are the bottlenecks in what we're doing right now? What can we upgrade? What can we tweak? What can we change? What can we remove? What can we put together to decrease this time? So I'm not worried about, oh, we're taking too long. It's a part of the process. We have to go through these iterations to get where we want to. So I'm not worried. We've been upgrading tools. We've been tweaking the SOPs. We have the entire system written out, and then we follow that. We come back. We say, okay, what did we like? What didn't we like? We switch that. We run that play, and then we'll keep on tweaking and optimizing. So I'm not worried that we're taking too long. Ideally, I would want to have this type of vehicle, full interior, engine cleaning, paint correction done in about 2 days. Anything less than that is even better, but I'd want this like fully, completely done within 2 days. Is it possible? Yes. Do you have to do different things? Probably, but I'd like to get to where we can finish this in 2 days. That'd be more ideal in my mind. Seeing where we want to go and getting more correction clients, keeping it under a 2-day timestamp would be much better. The main machines that we used for the correction were the Griot's G15, the Griot's GG6, and then that 2-inch polisher. I forget the name, so I'll just link it down below. I'll just link all the tools and products. Don't even worry about what I'm saying, because it's gonna change from car to car. We have various polishes, compounds, and all that jazz, so it'll change from car to car. So I'll just link down below. Now, yes, to clean out the pads, we use our air compressor. We have a little bucket there, and we just point the pad down and into the bucket, so it kind of catches some of the dust and debris that flies out. But it's obviously like not the perfect system. It's just something more ideal than just shooting it in the air. But yes, we do use the compressor with the whatever attachment to blow out the pads, and that's all we do. Get a pad, blow it out. Over time, you switch pad. And there's an argument to be made of, do you want a pad cleaner while you're working on the job, or is it better to just have more pads, so instead of having to spend time cleaning more frequently, you can just switch out the pad and keep on moving. If you're looking at investing like a couple $100 pad cleaner or something, it would make sense to say, hey, instead of spending, I don't know, I'm making up numbers, I don't know if there's a pad cleaner out there, but let's say you want to spend $200 on the pad cleaner. Well, you can just spend $200 more on extra pads, and instead of cleaning it on the job, you just have more pads to go through the whole vehicle without having to clean as many pads. So that's one way to look at it. So I don't have much of the correction or the polishing, so we'll just skip on over to the ceramic coating application. And both Milo and Lex were applying it. Lex was showing Milo how to do it at the time, so obviously there's going to be a little bit of a lag time on the learning part. Overall, this detail was very, very comfortable. The garage had plenty of space, plenty of lighting. The weather was great. We weren't like in any tight environment or anything. So in a situation like this, it is very comfortable, very easy to work with. And if it was like this every single time we'd go out to do paint correction, it'd be very easy. No problem whatsoever. Most of the time, it's not this easy, it's not this comfortable, it's a lot more hectic, and it just takes the fun out of paint correction when the environment sucks, when you don't have enough space, not enough lighting, the weather sucks, it's raining. That's not fun at all. So here are the after shots. unfortunately, we didn't pull the vehicle out because they were still working on it and I had to leave. So I can only get some shots that's within the garage, but it was shining. We were prepping the vehicle up for a show that was taking place that very next day. And it was looking fantastic. The customer absolutely loved it. They booked in their truck for next month to get the same service, a full interior cleaning and a 2-step correction. I don't know about the coating part, but at least they are gonna get corrected and an interior done on their truck as well. And now in the video right here, let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns. Check the description box down below for any of the product links to check out my podcast, The Ultimate Guide to Start Your Detailing Business. You can find all of that in the description box down below. I'll talk to everyone on the next one. I don't know if I said how much I charged. It was $1,400.